I'm Sandy Steinman, president of Background Checks Express, your one-stop source for accurate, accessible, and affordable background checking. This week, we're going back to our study of the various sources of criminal records, along with their pros and cons. And today, we're going to examine the county criminal background check. This is one of the most valuable background checks because the county courthouses always contain the most accurate and up-to-date records available and will give employers the opportunity to discover if applicants have felonies, misdemeanors, and in some cases an infraction over the last 7 years or even longer, and may well include dates of arrest and filing, charges, level of charges, disposition date, final disposition of charges, along with any sentence or penalty. It's important that employers perform these background checks on every county the applicant has lived in over at least the past 7 years. A Social Security number trace will provide the counties in which background checks should be run. While an employer could go to the courthouses themselves, it is really not practical, especially if the counties to be searched cover a very large geographic area. So most employers retain the service of a background checking firm like Background Checks Express. It's important that a search for all aliases used be conducted. And then the things that separates the sheep from the goats is what happens if there's a hit with a criminal record. Well, many background checking firms will simply report that hit to the employer, and that's that. But competent background professional checking firms like Background Checks Express will ensure that a researcher actually examines the court records to ensure that the hit really pertains to that applicant. After all, the employer is entitled to that type of service because it helps them make the right hiring decision. One more thing, some employers and some background checking firms will only look for felonies. In fact, a lot of applications only ask about felonies. This is a big mistake. As an employer, I would want to know about an applicant being convicted of misdemeanors like resisting arrest, battery on a police officer, possession of drug paraphernalia, assaulting a child or a spouse, and the like. And I suspect that you want to know that also. Remember, it's not unusual for a felony charge to be reduced to a misdemeanor in a plea arrangement. So don't ignore misdemeanors. But do be careful and do stay informed about your state laws regarding misdemeanors. And of course, you have to use a background checking firm that also stays abreast of the latest laws. Next week, we'll continue our study of these criminal background checking tools with a look at the statewide court databases and websites. If you're an employer, I hope you'll follow this series of videos because what you learn here could well keep you out of court or keep you from hiring the wrong person. And that's our mission. If you have any question about background checking or want to find out how we can help you access those criminal records, just feel free to call me at 844-SCREAM-NOW. That's 844-727-3366. Or email me at sandy@backgroundchecksexpress.com. In the meanwhile, be safe, hire safe, and I'll see you in the next video.